Cavaliers went on a run to lead 90-82 after 3. They extended their lead in the fourth to 10 at the start of it. Eventually, the lead grew to 15 after a Colin Sexton drive with 8:43 to go. After that, the Cavaliers never looked back in winning the game 122-107. Colin Sexton had 29 points and 5 assists for the Cavaliers. Andre Drummond had 23 points and 23 rebounds against his former team. The Cavaliers shot 50% from three-point range. For the Pistons, Jeremy Grant had 26 points to lead the way. On Thursday, the Pistons hosted the world champion Los Angeles Lakers. After the Pistons went up by 8 in the first quarter, the Lakers scored the last 5 to cut the Pistons' lead to 34-31 after 1. In the second, the game remained close as the Lakers went up by 7 with under 2 minutes to play. The Pistons, however, cut the Laker lead to 58-56 at halftime thanks to Isaiah Stewart's defensive toughness with Mason Plumlee in foul trouble. LeBron James had 20 points in the first half and did not miss a shot. In the second half, the Lakers pushed the lead to 5 early in the third quarter. The Pistons' defense toughened as they took the lead 63-61, holding the Lakers scoreless over 3 minutes. After the Lakers regained a 5-point lead, Mason Plumlee was hauled down on a shot, which resulted in a flagrant foul being called. With just over 5.5 minutes to go in the quarter, the Pistons responded by outscoring the Lakers 17-8 to take an 82-78 lead after 3. In the fourth quarter, the Lakers cut the lead to 2. Eventually, the Lakers cut the lead to a point on a Horton Tucker 3 with 8:41 to go. The Pistons, however, toughened their scoring defense in the next. The Pistons, however, toughened, scoring the next 14 points over 6.5 minutes. From there, the Pistons won going away 107-92. LeBron James had 22 points and 10 assists for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma had 22 points and 10 rebounds for them as well. For the Pistons, Blake Griffin had 23 points and 6 assists. Also in this game, this is the first time I can think of in a long time, if ever, that the team with the worst record in the NBA has defeated the defending champions. It may have happened before. I'll have to do some research on it as to when the last time that occurred, and I'll get back to everybody on that. On Saturday, the Pistons went to San Francisco to start a 5-game West Coast trip against the Warriors. With the score tied early, the Warriors scored 10 straight points. The Pistons got no closer than 9 for the rest of the quarter, trailing 29-17 after 1. The Warriors increased their lead to 15 early in the second quarter. The Pistons got no closer than 11, however, as the Warriors increased the lead to 20 with just over 2 minutes left to go on a Stephen Curry 3. The Warriors led 64-45 at the half. They eventually led by 30 in the third quarter and as many as 35 in the fourth. The Pistons got no closer than 19 in the second half of the game as the Warriors won going away 118-91. For the Warriors, Stephen Curry had 28 points, including being 6 of 8 from 3. Jeremy Grant had 18 points, and it was the second consecutive game he was held under 20 points, which is the first time this season that it's occurred. On Tuesday, the Pistons were to travel to Denver to play the Nuggets and may have traveled to Denver. However, a Pistons player contracted coronavirus or had contact with somebody who had that, which caused the Pistons game with the Nuggets to be postponed and caused a lot of doubt about the rest of the West Coast trip to me. However, last night the Pistons were able to travel to Salt Lake City to play the Jazz. The Jazz scored the first 5 points of the game and jumped out to a 10-2 lead before the Pistons cut the lead to 5. However, the Jazz extended their lead to 10 before the quarter ended. The Jazz had the lead up to 16 in the second quarter against the Pistons for the second time this season. They were down big early in the game. Pistons managed to cut the deficit before the quarter ended, trailing 33-22 after one. In the second, the Jazz quickly got the lead back to 16. The lead went to 28 before the Pistons closed a trail 69-46 at halftime. Jazz took the lead to 25 before the Pistons closed to within 94-77 after 3. In the fourth quarter, the Pistons cut the lead to 11 with 6:34 remaining. Like the first game, however, the Pistons got the lead under 10, trailing 108-99 in the fourth quarter. Pistons got to within 10 before the Jazz defense toughened. The Pistons got to within 4 before the Jazz defense toughened over the last minute and a half of the game, holding the Pistons scoreless the rest of the way in winning 117-105. Donovan Mitchell had 32 points for the Jazz, Jeremy Grant had 27 for the Pistons, and Mason Plumlee had 17 points and 14 rebounds, which is a season high for him in points scored. In the next segment, I will preview the Pistons' next 3 games, including against the Suns on Friday. Stay tuned to the Detroit Pistons tonight on Ed's Sports Channel.